Hey travelers, welcome back. In this video I discuss, is an international affairs degree worth it and should you pursue one? So from this video you're going to hear about education requirements, future outcomes, future trends, salary, how much debt that you'll take on if you decide to pursue an international affairs degree. But before we begin, make sure you smash the like button, smash the subscribe button. It's free, it only takes 1 second of your time, and it will help other people discover, is this degree for them? All right, y'all, let's get into today's video. If I had to summarize what is international relations in one sentence, I would say it's the relationship between nations with intergovernmental organizations, multinational corporations, and NGOs. So with this degree, it is truly multidisciplinary in the sense that you'll pull from a lot of different disciplines. And so you'll take courses in history, international law, economics, political science, and maybe even sociology. And you'll get to cover hot button topics, including the political environments of certain places, human rights, security concerns, among many other topics. There are a ton of courses that you can take, and some sample courses are the costs of war, poverty and development, regional studies in Europe, Asia, Africa, Latin America, Central America, for example. You can take current diplomatic issues. One of my favorite classes that I took while I was in grad school examined the foreign policy of previous US presidents. What kind of education will you need, and is having an advanced degree worth it? I have been in this career for 11 years. And what I will say is that at the bare minimum, you're going to need a bachelor's degree. Now, this degree is built a bit differently than what you will see with the STEM degrees. If you study engineering or if you study computer science, for example, if you get a bachelor's degree and maybe an internship, you're pretty much golden. You will have most likely a higher paying salary right outside of graduation. You'll have a nice, cushy job in that industry. For a degree in international affairs, it is different in the sense that when you're just starting out with your bachelor's degree, you might not have such a high paying salary. You might have to start from the very bottom and work your way up. And with this degree, you're going to need a lot of experience, but this degree allows you to gain the skill sets needed. It's a broad degree, I should say. You'll be able to learn how to do writing, present your ideas, and maybe even learn a foreign language. But when you're just starting out, you might get a job in being a program coordinator, for example, and the pay might not be as great. But the more senior that you get in this career field, the more education I would say you need, and more importantly, I keep emphasizing, the more experience that you will need. And so you'll need a ton of experience and perhaps a master's degree, perhaps a PhD for those more senior level positions. They'll also probably want to see if you know a language, you're fluent in another language other than your native language, for example. Also, I highly encourage you to check out the video that I made of how to break into the international affairs career industry. And please be sure to watch that video after this video. What are the job outcomes for someone who is interested in an international affairs degree? Well, the good news is if you pursue this type of degree, there are a number of different paths that you can take, and it really just depends on your interest. For example, if you're interested in communications, you can become an international brand manager or a public diplomacy officer like I am. If you're interested in environment, you can become a climate change researcher, economics analyst, a logistics coordinator. It just depends on what you're interested in. And also, if you're willing to go back to school. I went to the Bureau of Labor Statistics to see actual statistics of what the job outcomes are for someone who wants to pursue a degree in international affairs. And what I found out is a degree in international affairs is a bit too broad. They don't cover it in the Bureau of Labor Statistics. However, the closest job that's related to a degree of this sort is a political scientist.
According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, political scientists typically have their master's degree and the median salary is about $122,000 a year. The employment for political scientists are expected to grow from 9% from 2020 to 2030. There are about 700 job openings for political scientists projected on average each year over the course of the decade. And these job openings are a result of people retiring, exiting the labor force, or someone transferring to another job.
So this is the closest that I found for someone who is interested in studying a degree in international relations. All right, everyone's favorite subject, money. What is the salary for an international affairs graduate? Well, according to Zippia.com, the salary for international affairs graduate is about $61,000. Now, I will say that this is definitely location dependent. If you're in a hub for international affairs or more of an expensive city such as Washington, D.C. or New York, the salary might be a bit higher. Versus if you're in a different part of the country such as the Midwest, the salary might be a little lower. Location definitely has a big factor as well. So we talked about salary, let's talk about debt. What is the average debt that a student in international affairs will take on when they're pursuing this degree? Well, according to the Brookings Institute, it will be about $25,000. And there wasn't a specific slot for international affairs, so I took the most related degree, which is criminal justice, and that's about $25,000. If you look at biology, it's about $22,000, so a student may take on around $20-some thousand of debt pursuing this degree. What is the future for a person that pursues an international affairs degree? In my personal opinion, I believe that the future is bright. I say that because the international affairs degree allows students to think about the world critically. And while technology will take over in the future, and while more jobs will be replaced by automation, for example, we still need people that can think about complex problems and issues and have solutions for them. Also people to manage development projects and to interact with other people. And that's something that I believe that technology, at least for the next few decades, won't be able to replace as easily. Is this degree worthless? Is it useless? Will you have any value from pursuing a degree in international affairs? And I believe that this degree is valuable. When you're in the entry level, it is grueling, it is thankless. You're not going to be contributing to major foreign policy ideas, at least not in the entry level. And when you compare it to STEM degrees, you might not be earning as much, and you may have to go back to school and plan a bit more with this type of degree. But on the other hand, you get to be a part of historical events that you see on the news, and that is pretty cool. Also, you get to develop skills in critical thinking, world languages, oral and written communications, and you might have the opportunity to live and work overseas, which you can't put a price tag on that. If you are persistent and consistent, this degree may be for you, but that is for you to decide. Alright travelers, well that concludes today's video. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, be sure to let me know in the comment section below. Also, let me know future video ideas that you would like to see. Also, be sure to make sure you smash the like button and smash the subscribe button for more content like this and to help get this content out so more people can be helped by it. And until next time, travelers, let's travel with our dreams together. See you later. Bye-bye.